This is a glass Gameboy color screen. That's going to be one of our another projects we're going to do. Let's dig this out here. See what we got here. Oh, there it is. That's the one I want. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, we got some more. But this is the white one. The white one's going to look really cool in there.
Okay.
Oh, and look at that. I got white buttons to go with it.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're going to use that. They're supposed to include a resistor for some reason. All right. So set this aside. Of course, not original, but it looks cool, I think. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to very gently take the stop off. Now, this is probably asbestos or something, so don't breathe this in, you know. Who knows what this is? I don't know, but.
Coming off no problem?
No problem at all. There'll probably be a commercial 2 years from now. Said you or a loved one ever breathe in Gameboy dust.
The truth about the original Game Boy.
Yeah. Close enough. Then we're going to use our alcohol. We're going to take all that residue stuff off. But I'm going to put the screen on first. I'm going to put everything back together first.
Yeah.
And here I go again. Free alcohol. Well, that does sound good right now.
Strike 2 on the party foul. Yep.
What happens if I get strike 3? I just go home.
You go home and you just stand in the corner for
Yeah.
like a couple minutes, think about it.
Think of what I've done wrong. I have botched this up already. Let it sit down too long with some little spots, but it doesn't matter. The screen's going to cover up anyways. The ones I've done, not here. Everything I do here seems to be a little bit different. I don't know why. But no, they're a little bit better. So, all right, cool. So we got that off. Everything's immaculate here. So we'll put this back together, and we're going to grab a Game Boy. Ugh. Stuff rattling around and crap in this.
That one looks like it's been kicked around a
Yeah,
little
look at
bit.
this. This looks like, oh yeah, it's Barney's. Barney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Good old Barney.
Yeah,
Barnaby Jones.
Yeah, he did a great job of keeping this thing up to date here.
Playing a little foosball with it.
Yeah. So they take 4 AA batteries, unlike the Game Gear 6. The Game Gear 6 plus the Game Gear pack that comes with another 40 batteries in it. I'm sure they have.
Yeah, that's the worst sound. It says, funny man was there. I hate when I hear broken plastic in your controller.
I know.
Yeah, just that clank, clank, clank rattle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
Sounds like it turned on.
It did. Sounds good. But notorious.
So you got some lines.
Yeah, has lines in it.
Tilt a little bit forward.
A little forward.
Yeah.
See him?
A little bit. Okay, yeah, now I can see it.
Yeah, there's little lines on the sides and
Yeah.
stuff. So this is typical. Barney didn't do a good job with this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it off. So I'm gonna double check one thing. Yeah, it's still broke. Okay.
Or cartridges, yeah.
Yeah. So luckily the little sound rattling around there can't be a piece of capacitor or something else. It's let's see what it is. All right. So what did I tell everybody before? There's two tri-wings I see right now. It's missing 4 screws, so that's always fun. I don't know if I'd done that originally 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but I took the screws out. I can't remember, but we'll see. But if you ever find a Game Boy, I told this in the previous video, the first video.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do a recap on that one since that one disappeared. Let's see. If you had a Game Boy that had Phillips screws all throughout it, that means you got the Model 1, the first generation that came out, the launch editions, whatever. But if you were to pick a Game Boy up, original Game Boy, and it doesn't have Phillips screws, it has tri-wings, that's the second generation or models. So, not like, I mean, you guys should care about that, you know. If it works, it works, you know. So I'm going to take this back apart with a tri-wing screwdriver. I'll learn to talk one day.
So which one? What kind would with the screws that are in that one? What does it look like?
I don't know because I don't know if I took this apart a long time ago or not. I just can't remember. I mean, I know I have. Oh, that sounds weird. Good lord, there's a bunch of plastic broke off.
Yep, that's all that rattling in there. That one had treasure.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't break into this one because I wouldn't left that in there. Yeah, there's little pieces of roaches or whatever that is. Or this I'm gonna dump it off your floor.
Oh yeah, this one's dirty.
Oh my word.
We're gonna put it in a clean home.
Yes, that's what we're gonna do. This home's bad. Man, there's still stuff coming out of this thing. Alright. So once you break it free, there's a ribbon cable right here. And you just gonna have to wiggle it back and forth until it comes out. And it's really robust. I mean, you can really, it's really hard to screw this. It's not like a tiny little, not like we just done before, little tiny ribbon cables. This is really strong.
Have you ever found any bugs inside a Game Boy?
Yes, we just did.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's remnants of a bug. What kind is that? I don't know what it is, but it's dead. Oh yeah, like I said before in one of the first videos, I found all kinds of stuff in these things. Especially the CD versions. They like to cram stuff in CD slots that doesn't want to fit.
Right.
Like, good old little Debbie's. Alright. So what we're going to do now is we're going to set this unit aside right here. The rest of the screws should be Phillips at this point, if you didn't already have the one that had Phillips straight through. Yeah, this shell's busted. You can clearly see it's broke off here. It's broke off here. So yeah, this has been damaged pretty well. So this case is probably gonna go away after this.
No saving it.
Unless there's like another I don't know because I'll probably save it. Yeah, just in case because I think another screen mod that I've seen out there, it does away with the original board right here, and it wants you to remove a post.
Spare parts bin.
Yeah, spare part pin, and we can use it for something else. We can do a cool project. We can, I don't know, put something inside here that's not a Game Boy. I don't know. We'll play around. But anyways, so set all these roaches here aside, and we take off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws. Let's take those off real fast. And all we're doing, we're trying to expose the screen on the back side, and we're going to apply a little heat to it. We'll try to get the lines to go away. But luckily now, there's there's kits you can buy that does away with these little dot matrix screens. So if by chance that doesn't work anymore, don't throw your Game Boy away, or don't get rid of it, because you can. If you can't do the mod yourself, you can send it to people who can, and they can put, like I said, a brand new TFT screen in it.
You had a SNES that had rust in it. Nice.
I've seen that before. I saw the first TurboGrafx 16 I've had a rusty port.
Yeah.
It took like forever to get that thing working.
I think I've only ever seen rust on an NES.
Well, no. Talking about rust, when we was working at PS3,
Oh yeah.
it is rusty. Somebody left the PS3 in the garage, the basement, was the soggy basement, whatever.
Oh.
Both USB ports are rusted.
The whole motherboard was rusty. Oof.
I have 3 Sega Model 2s, and one of them I opened up recently. I never opened it up before because it works. I opened it up and it looks like somebody spilled a Coca-Cola inside there, and all the liquid went on one side and corroded half the board, but it was still working.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, kudos to
Need to find a Model 3.
I do have a Model 3 now. I just recently watched a video of a Model 3 being modded with the triple bypass mod, which makes the Model 3 stereo, and it has better video quality. So that's one thing I would like to add in my collection is a Model 3. I have the Model 1, 2, and it'd be 3. It'd be cool to have like on a display. Alright, let me make sure I didn't miss any screws, once I didn't. And this thing just lifts right up.
Have the whole trilogy. Yep.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Because I have the Sega Nomad, the Sega Game Gears, of course. I don't have the Sega CDX, which is basically like almost the same. It's a miniature Sega CD. Those are rare, hard to find. I mean, they're not hard to find. It's just you don't have. If you have money, you can find anything. But it's hard to find at a decent price,
Mm-hmm.
So, alright, I'm gonna dump this over, and all the screws are gonna fall out. I like that. Alright. All 427 screws. Put them aside. Don't get them mixed up with other screws you forgot to put back in your bag. Alright.
Saying they would look good next to his Sega Saturn and Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah, that'd be awesome too. I have a Sega CD Model 2, 2 Sega CD Model 2s, and that Sega CD Model 1, which has a broken a deck, a little piece of plastic on the tray for the sliding the disc. I'm not going to pay $100 for another broken one just to get a little piece of plastic. So until I find one free or on the side of the road or something, But yeah, they're awesome. I love Segas. Should wear my Sega shirt.
Says he's missing the CDX, a Sega CD, any model, and a Sega X, or a Sega 3X.
Yeah, we have that 32X, but I'm about to destroy the 32X here pretty soon. I know it sounds bad. It sounds really bad. But I'm about to turn a Sega Model 2 into a Sega Neptune. Which is the Sega's version that they never released it. It was the 32X combined into one unit that plays Sega Genesis and 32X on one unit, which they should have came up with. But Sega had a lot of conflicts back then internally.
Says he does have a Panasonic X.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Really? Oh no, man. That's the ultimate system I want. Oh my word. I have 2 controllers that I found at a yard. Since I've heard this, I can tell the story one more time. That's the closest I have for the JVC XI. Is 2 controllers that I found at a flea market for $1 a piece. They're both JVC XI controllers, but somebody cut them off, the back port off. So now I just have 2, basic cordless controllers. And I was like, I had a bright idea. I was like, I can just put these inside the original Sega controller, and put the JVC, kind of like, buying a Cadillac and put $4,000 rims on it, Well, anyways, so I love to have one of those. That's the ultimate system because it's just one cord in, one cord out. You don't have to worry about 300 different cables going through and out, and the sound quality is better than a Model 1 Sega Genesis. So kudos to JVC for doing a great job on that unit. But yeah, eventually down the road, I'd love to have one of those. But now they're like $500 on eBay. Any given day, you can find one for $500. And I really have some, hamburger helper and survive off food and get dished out $500 for a JVCXI,
So he only has 2 Sega CD games, but the console is very clean.
Oh yeah, that's it's all one unit. It's all one sleek unit, and that's what's amazing about that thing. Because the Model 1 and Model 2 Sega CDs are just units you have to attach together, and it's not very clean looking. But that JVCXI is just a sleek system. They did a really good job on that. Anyways, enough of me thinking about my dream consoles. So what we're going to do now is we're going to reattach this, and I'll set this aside. I've done so many of these; they're really fun to work on. Slide her back in. Alright, this should be good. We'll have to see. And I got a loose piece of gall material right here because
Passers.
yeah, they will make weird noises and you don't like that. So I'm going to put this right here. That way it'll sit down here. That we won't have to worry about stuff. And so what I'm going to do first actually is I'm going to put batteries in. It helps a lot. I don't have the 6-volt out. I meant to order one. I keep forgetting about it, but
I'm gonna look these AC adapters up.
Yeah, look that up real fast. But there's a 6-volt AC adapter. It'll make it a lot easier because he was talking about another viewer or whatever said that they have a Game Boy maybe that doesn't power on with batteries. Well, maybe there's something like I said wrong in that system. But if you buy a 6-volt out adapter, maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't, but. But I got tons of boards here that we can make that one work if in the future.
Says he also has a TurboGrafx 16 and its Japanese variant PC engine.
PC is awesome.
Have about 40 to 50 games for the PC engine. Got very lucky. The guy who sold it to me was not intelligent.
Let me see find some of those people. That's awesome. That to me that sounds like an awesome collection. Man, don't be sending pictures. I'll be all jealous now. All right, so I'm gonna turn this bad boy back on.
I mean, if we care, we can get a Game Boy AC adapter complete in box, son.
You mean like original?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Let's see here.
Where's it on eBay?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
$20.
Original adapter. Wow. I got the original Game Boy Color adapter and the cigarette lighter. Cigarette, what do you call it? Back when cars had the cigarette adapter or whatever.
Oh, wait. Is this Game Boy Pocket? Wait, no.
Game Boy Pocket should be the same.
Oh, okay.
They're both 6-volt out, I believe, or 6-volt in. But
I did not see the pocket part. I was that's a little.
Hold up, we got a pocket right here. Oh, yeah, okay. Here's a Game Boy Pocket. All right. Let's see. No, this is DC 3 volts in, so that might be a little different. By 3 volts. Yeah, because it says use only DMG. It says in big letters. It says has big little arrows pointing that way. It says use only DMG 03 point negative 0 if I can see it 05 DC 6 volts. So yeah, we don't want to screw.
You had a green Game Boy Pocket, nice.
Oh, they're nice. Like I said, this battery terminal is corroded in here, so eventually we'll get a better camera angle and overhead eventually, but it'd be easier to show you, but that's later down the road. But yeah, I got a red one. I have another red one that is caked. I mean, literally caked. I had to pry the battery out, and it just like the battery disintegrated when I pulled it out. That's how bad it is. All right, so I now have the screen reattached. I don't put a game in there because I don't want to burn my battery stuff.
Yeah.
It's just pointless with a game at this point because it will display like a little blank screen anyways for you. So you turn the contrast. Make sure that's contrast. I can't see. Yeah, turn it all the way you can so you can see the lines better that way. And then make sure this is turned on. Cool. All right. So now what we're gonna do is this piece of rubber stripping is already. Boy, that was a piece of hair again. Man. I don't know whose that was. That was probably in the 80s or 90s right there. Oh, man. Alright. No, it's not bad. But, y'all can see this?
Yep.
Alright, cool. We're just going to go over these points. You can see them change. They're getting all mad. Whatever. But we're just going to go over them. We're going to keep on working on this like this. You know, I wondered if that new heat gun I got would be better. You know, it's that heat gun. I don't know. I only got like 4 or 5 more of these to try out. Yeah, we'll do it later. But yeah, just keep on doing this. What I'm doing is apply a little heat right here. There's usually a rubber piece of strip. It will look actually just like this. Whatever. You pull it off. Some people don't pull it off, but I found it better to made this board back on. But yeah. Just gonna keep some heat on it. Let it cool down a little bit. Sometimes I run a screwdriver over it. Sometimes it works better. Some of these things, sometimes it only takes 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Sometimes it takes hours. But luckily I do have other Game Boys here that I know that do know that work. So if it doesn't fix it in a short amount of time, I'm just going to harvest out the guts from the other one. We're going to put it in this new shell. So I'm going to let it cool down a little bit. You can see some lines are coming back already. Yeah, it's healing up pretty good on one side. But yeah, just keep doing that. It's one of those waiting games. Now, like I said it before, do I trust this? No, I don't. Really don't, because they're so old. I just don't. I don't trust fixing one and selling it to somebody, you know. And I kind of feel guilty. But that's if I ever start selling these or whatever, I'm going to do the TFT screen swap. I'm going to
put in an actual just new screen.
Yeah, to have a completely new unit, and that way it'll last you a lot longer. But it is cool to have an original one. I've seen people make it like a display case, but you hang it on the wall.
Yeah.
And they have like the original Game Boy, the Game Boy Color, Pocket, you know. And that'd be cool, I guess, if someone wants something like that. But yeah, but like I said, I don't want somebody to be all happy and turn it on and be like 10 lines to it. You know? Ooh, all right. Doing a pretty good job on this one side. You can see I'm just running the heat over it, and the lines are already.
That's thinking about it.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. This actually iron is a little hotter than the other one. Actually, remember last time I didn't know this iron was dying, so it was probably getting a proper amount of heat. So let me turn this bad boy down a little bit. Have it on ludicrous heat. What did I do with that? I guess that'll work. Guess the needle nose here. I'm just going to go over this and push it down a little bit. Let that do his thing in a second.
Well, the one side looks like it's back to normal.
Yeah, it's back to normal, but for how long, I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, I never did research on this, but you want to look this up when you get a chance. I don't know if this actually, it has to be soldered on. You know, it has to be like some kind of heat process. They push it down in a factory and it stays together. I'm pretty sure it's not glued on. I mean, it could be glued on with conductive glue. I don't know, but I don't know the process of that. But I do know that in the future, if I ever start selling these, it'll be the new screens.
Ah, there we go. How's it looking?
Yeah, it's about the same old, same old. This is going to probably be one of the more difficult ones. I'm getting there though. You can see the angle. It's getting there. Let's sit for a second. Check this.
Trying to see if I can find something where it shows me about the screen.
It'll probably show you a diagram or something, but I was pretty sure it's a dot matrix screen. Getting there almost. Come on. Did you see that? You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's almost there. It's getting there. Cool. Well, let's set that here and give me a drink of sarsaparilla.
So we could slowly filling in some more.
Just double check this real fast, make sure it is. Ah, it's so cool. Man, oh man. Yeah, I still have to get that screen adjusted back the other way. I pushed it too far. But yeah. Hear that? This works. Work. Get some music in the background there.
There we go. Just the end.
Yeah, it's getting there. I like the remixes they make for that, like the dubstep or they do some incredible stuff for that. It's like you get this to one video, the next thing you know, you're like listening to like classical Tetris songs, it just goes on and on. Okay, enough of that. Now I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head all day,
Yep.
all night. I'm gonna go home and the first thing I listen to is like the Tetris dub. Almost. Looks good. That's why I put more heat on it.
There we go.
Almost. That's 2 faint lines. Like I said, just if you have a Game Boy at home, it has lines in it. Like I said, just try what I'm doing here. I did, like I said, I'll show you how to take it apart. Just flip it over, put a little piece of protective down here, and get a hot iron, and just keep playing with this, and just have a lot of patience.
Yep.
Because there's some that takes forever, and that's how you can save you a lot of money. But like I said, they're getting rather expensive now. Keep on playing with it. Almost. Come on, you can do it. You're almost there. See, I'm just putting a little bit of pressure on it. That's why I'm not putting a ton of pressure on it. I'm just kind of raking this. Almost. Alright, I'm going to turn it off. Let's sit there for a second.
Chill and
Yeah.
cool and relax.
Yeah, but the first video we made, we did 2 live,
Mhm.
and they fixed right up like nothing. And I have them sitting over there actually, but I'll let it cool down a little bit. Sometimes you let it cool down, you turn it back on. That works fine. And sometimes actually, if you put a game in it, and the game wants to activate all the lines,
Mm-hmm.
and the lines will activate and they'll kick in or whatever. But let's see what happens. And now we're on our batteries. Wonderful. I guess that's what the battery light was for. Oh, there it is.
Damn.
Almost.
This guy, I'm looking on eBay right now. This guy, he fixed up an original Game Boy.
Mhm.
It looks pretty good and pretty clean. Selling it for $77, but it doesn't have a list of what he did. It just said that he did work on it. It looks clean.
Yeah. With the shipping and everything.
$77.99. Clear screen. Yep, new good screen.
Yeah, you probably put the same thing we got. You know,
Mhm.
a little new screen. You probably made sure all this is working. You probably clean everything up. Really, these capacitors actually pretty good. These Nintendo Game Boys. I've seen a Game Boy Color capacitor go out before, but not these. It's not like the Game Gears. I don't know where they got those from, but boy, those sucked. I've fixed these before, and like I said, back in I got all the lines removed. There's still one line, but I got all these lines removed one time, and I set it outside. I was going to sell them at the flea market or whatever, and I sold a good chunk of these at the flea market one time, and I turned one on, the lines came back on because it was exposed directly to sunlight, and that sun heat, that thing's so hot, it just turned it back up again. So that's why after that, I never trusted ever again, because I can't in good conscience, say that it works. Unless they have a trick or a secret I don't know about. But this is what I've been doing. This little trick right here. It's really not even a trick. It's just normal. That's what people do now. It's like Gameboy. Okay, just take it apart. Oh, this is going to be pretty most difficult. Really doesn't. It's really taking some time on this one.
No, it wants to be difficult again.
It does. Alright. So I have to keep playing with it like this, but if it takes too much longer, I'm going to rip out another one, and we're just going to swap screens temporarily. And like I said, some you can't fix. Those ones you can't fix, save the whole board or whatever, and that's when we're going to do the next little, transfer everything over. But I remember last time it took about an hour for that one. See, when you put pressure on the back like that, it lifts it up on the front side. It's getting there. Will it come back? I think on this one it will.
No.
So I can probably get it to come fixed, or I can probably get the lines to go away, but I'll probably put a mark on this board. And we'll probably use this one, and probably a couple others I have. I got about a couple more other place that will probably, at $70 a pop though, it's pretty expensive, but yeah, that's something we can do in the future. If somebody wants these Game Boys, we'll make sure we'll put a proper screen in there and test them out, because I'm not going to let these go like this. Unless you want to put U-Fix-It models. Yeah.
Not tested.
Yeah. Not tested. If you want to fix it, watch this video. I'll link to some other professional YouTube channels. Alright, here we go. A little more pressure on there. Put the heat on it and screw it up again.
You have 5 NESs to repair, plus 1 OG Game Boy, 1 Model 1 Genesis, 1 fat PS2, 1 slim PS2, 1 white Wii, and 1 white Wii U, and 2 PS1s. That's a lot to repair, sir.
Yes, there's a lot to repair. And, hats off to you. Have good fun with those. Almost. Just want to rip it off, put some hot glue on there, and shit back in. Oh man, that's a lot of stuff to repair. That's pretty cool. That'd be fun to work on all that stuff. I never took apart a PS2, but I'm sure it's just like anything else, It's a miniature computer.
Yeah.
With a DVD. Remember that Dreamcast DVD?
I don't have all the parts though, like 72 pins connector for the NES console.
Yeah. That's something I got two broke. No, well, they're not really broke. I got two NESs. Both of them need new 72 pin connectors, whatever. Like I said, I fixed one for my friend at work, and those pins were so tight that you put a game in, you better hope that's the game you want to play. You know, but I mean, it works every time. If you disable, I think pin number 8 on the actual motherboard itself, there you can get rid of that stupid flashing stuff. You know, it flashes different colors.
Yeah.
You can get rid of that. That's the anti-theft kind of, no, not theft. It's kind of like a, what do you call it? License or whatever. Yeah, but there's some fun stuff you can do with those things. I tried putting an HDMI mod on, but it wasn't really a mod. It just tried to make it simpler. Just have one HDMI out. But that Game Tech USA store has the HDMI kits, but they're sold out right now. Or they was last time I checked. They're about 160 or 140 something dollars, and it has some serious desoldering skills you need. You got to remove 2 ICs, the actual main chips itself. You got to solder back in a chip holder. You got to put the chip holder in. You got to put the original chip back in. On top of that, and you test everything out, make sure it works. And it has ribbon cables that go to HDMI. It's really cool stuff. But I'll probably buy me the solder sucker I have in there is just a cheap one. You know, they got professional kits that you just like zoom. You know, that'd be cool.
You know about the blinking light win repair kit?
I don't know.
I'm sure.
I don't know. I look that up and see if I can remember it. It's been a little while. I never heard of that repair kit like that. No, I just disabled on. I think it was on one of the chips. I done it before. I disabled one leg of the IC chip, and it stopped the flashing. There's a lot more smarter people out there than me. But I just do this for fun. And if you are a professional watching this, grab some popcorn.
The best 72 pin connector replacement. Yeah, go for it, sir. I don't mind. Go for it.
Oh, almost. No. As soon as I said almost.
Let's see what we got here. Okay, yeah. This was the webpage I was just on. Excellent. Yeah.
What?
The 72 pin connector pin replacement, the blinking light win.
Okay.
For $30.
Cool.
Nice.
So the 72 pin now costs $30 to replace. Are they available right now?
I believe so.
Not bad.
Bookmark it. Let's see.
I have a bunch of old 72 pins that are really loose and old. I'm keeping those just for backup, I guess.
Better have vice grip to get the game out though. Okay, it works very well. Okay, yeah.
That's what I was talking about. If you get a game you love, you're gonna have to love it for a little while.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you feel like you're gonna break it. But I'm not. There's some people out there that actually bend the pins back a little bit to loosen it up. But to me, that kind of defeats the purpose. You might as well just loosen up the original way, you know.
Yeah.
Almost. It's getting a little better. We got 2 faint lines. It's improving, so it just takes a long time to get that stuff working. Turn it off. But yeah, that's the future projects. I'm gonna order one of those at least one day, and we're gonna do that. I'm gonna plug it up and see how it plays. Maybe repair a controller or whatever. I don't have a big enough tub nor enough hydrogen peroxide in to retrofit everything. I can only do little tiny, Game Boys and stuff. Maybe the Nintendo controllers probably, but right now it's not cool to use that much hydrogen peroxide.
Really use the OEM pins and be able to push down.
Yeah, the one I made for that guy, I put the 72 pins in, so he couldn't pull it out, and I snipped a little a leg off the IC chip, and that stopped the game from doing all that flashing stuff. Still there.
This is an original Game Boy, OG.
We're doing we're trying to fix the little nasty little lines you see on there all the time, or most of them.
Alright, 1, 3, nice. And Mega Man 2. Just start them off right. Nice.
Almost. You can do it.
I believe.
I don't trust it, but they're all gone.
Good. Exactly.
I don't trust this. Let's put a game in. What we got here? Solar Striker. All right. Ah, crap. Ah, there it is. No more lines.
No more lines. You see that, Russ? No lines. No. I hope somebody got that other than me.
Alright, that screen is fixed. Temporarily. It still has a scratches on actual glass itself. No, never mind. That's just crap.
Nice.
I was like, hell. Alright. So yeah, that's fixed. So I guess we can put that into another shell. I don't really trust it, whatever, but let's put it in a new shell anyways.
Yep, just see it work.
Yeah, see if it all the moving around damages it again. I just want to see how durable this little fix was. I knew I smelled burning plastic. I set my hot soldering iron on top of the other soldering kit that's broke, and it started melting. So I know this is a really good hot soldering iron. All right, so very gently pull this out. I said that the one time that video, I just rinked it straight out. All right, cool. So set this aside. We're gonna reuse this anyways. So the speakers sound really good. So, but as
Yuri, hello.
Huh?
Let's say hello to somebody.
Oh, cool. I'll take these.
Old Sparrow, hello. Robert. Renee, hello.
Set this over here. Make sure. Yeah, this like I said.
Yo, that's a Game Boy. That is a Game Boy.
Yeah, she busted right here and right there. So we're gonna keep this shell temporarily in case there's something seriously busted up. You know what I mean? So, but that's long range and stuff. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to, with the magic of something already done before.
Yeah.
And we're gonna head and put it into another shell that I really did a really good job on cleaning up. That's everything. It's perfect. So,
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take the front part off because we're gonna use the front part first. We're gonna do front parts first. This time, since I'm actually doing this, I'm gonna put a piece of paper towel down. There. Now we're professional.
Now we're professional.
Yeah, that's right. We just achieved level 2. All right. Alright, so what we're going to do now, before I enter level 2, is we're going to go ahead and clean the pads off.
Is there glass on the replacement case?
No, it's not glass. I could order glass, but they were out at the time. It's just a regular thick plastic screen.
Mm-hmm.
But like I showed you before, it might be something new. I have glass for the Game Boy Color, and so the difference that is some high quality stuff right there. This is glass. You see how thick it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. I can't wait to install this and do some other mods to the Game Boy Colors we have. But yeah, I would love to have a glass screen, but at the time they were sold out. So, and we'll probably do one like that. Yeah, the glass screens are more scratch resistant.
Yeah.
And they're an ideal preferred screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up these these pads right here. Not too bad. Gently push on the screen because I don't trust the screen. I'm putting a little tiniest bit of pressure on here, you know. I was like, don't touch. It's probably not gonna work now. I can do a lot better job on this screen, but I'm just doing this for right now. Alright. There's that crap. Smeared all kinds of smear lines in there, but that's alright. I'll start over. A fresh one.
What's the most retro thing you ever restored?
What's the most retro thing I ever restored? Probably what you're looking at right here. This is the
Village Game Boy.
Yeah, this is the oldest thing I've done. So if I have
no Ataris or anything.
I had an Atari 2600. I was thinking about repairing, but no, this is pretty much the oldest. I love to do a little older stuff, but I don't have anything right now to actually dive into or research or anything. But no, I was about to do a 2600 Junior, 2600 Junior, and but I was moving at the time, and I gave everything away to a buddy of mine. Of course, I wish I had it back, but it's all good. I'm not one of those little give somebody something to want it back, you know. Kind of dumb. All right, I have to do a little bit more cleaning on here, so bear with me.
Good. Make it clean. Make it sparkle.
Hey, look, I didn't drop it. No strike 3, whatever.
You get your 2600 service, the reset button doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but I wish I had one now to dive into so I can help people. I mean, I have games for it. I mean, I have games and I have everything. I have ColecoVision games.
I was gonna say, I thought I saw that in your over at your spot. Yeah. I saw that.
I got all kinds of stuff. I don't have the things to play them on. You know, it's like, you know, when you go to Goodwill or whatever, or you go to any store you go to, just look around for old stuff that somehow the Goodwill employee must have misplaced on the shelf. You need to snatch real fast. You know. Every once in a while, you see ColecoVision games or Atari games sitting on the shelf like 99 cents. You know. I just grab all of them. I can. Even though I don't have a system, I know that someday
to come across one.
Yeah, I'm going to find one at a garage sale for buy one to get one free or whatever, you know. And I'm going to wish I had a game for it. And I'm going to go to eBay and some dude want $400 for, you know, a piece of crap game. Alright, so we got that all cleaned up. Now you want to put the white buttons in this one?
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
Alright, let's put the white ones in here. I I wish I would have brought my fully modded Game Boy Color, Game Boy. Remember the white one? I'll show you. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That has a. I did the backlit mod for it. I took this delicate screen off, scraped the back part off, and put a light behind it. That was hard, and it took me forever to get the screen to work after that.
Custom Game Boy. Look like a devil sitting on your shoulder, whispering forbidden cheat codes into your ear. Up, down, left, right.
Yeah. A B start. Go to the last level of Sonic 1 with no rings. What are you thinking, Sega? All right. Clean these out real fast before we get into it. Now, that Game Genie changed a lot of things. I never actually had a Game Genie. My friends did, and I thought it was too complicated. I was like,
I messed around with a bit of a Game Genie for a little bit. I like the books. I used to have like the code books.
yeah, the code books. I was like,
Those are worth just combing through just for the hell of it.
yeah. And then like I'd find a game I really liked. And it was like it wasn't listed in the code book. I was like, oh, you know.
I don't need no damn code to finish Contra Super C. Yep. Codes for chumps. Yep.
All right. I'll put this back in.
Revenge on the Games of 7 Mega Man. Nice.
I got Sonic CD stuck in my head now. I was just.
Well, better than that Tetris song.
Yeah, it was. But I do like the Tetris song when it remix it with some dub to it. That's pretty cool. No, I got Sonic Boom in my head for some reason. Now I want to pull out the Sega CD. You know, I just got to hook up 900 adapters to it.
You can do Super C Deathless. Nice. Yeah, I need to do something special in September. I do my Mega Mania-thon where I play through all the NES Mega Man games. I need to add. I had trouble with Mega Man 7, the one on Super Nintendo. I need to beat that one, so I might make a special point to do that this year. So I did Mega Man's 1 through 6, and then I did Mega Man X. September, I like to repeat that.
Let's say.
Was tradition. As is tradition.
Don't you have a Halloween special stuff you do too?
I did do something for Halloween once. I think it was like the first October that I streamed, where like I spent the whole month doing like horror-based games, but it was just like really. It got to be a chore, like planning out the game. So I'm like, I'm just probably gonna just do something like those 2 or 3 days.
Well, if it becomes a chore, it's not fun anymore. Don't do that.
Tradition, as it's tradition. Yes. Mega Man 7. Like I got through all of the Robot Masters, but then when I got to base, when he gets all like beefed up, that's where I got stuck. That's where I had problems.
Alrighty. Maybe we should check out this one more time before I put it on. We got the batteries in here. We'll double check. You can turn this on. It'll turn on itself without this. I see that. These batteries are getting pretty weak anyway, so. Alright. Otherwise, we're about ready to go. I'm excited about this.
in there?
It's in there, but the battery terminal is a little corroded, so I have to do this.
Hmm. There we go.
Yep.
Necromancy. Yes.
We're still good.
Excellent.
For how long, I don't know, but for at least today, or at least there's another 10 minutes here. It's good. And this is when I'm gonna rip everything out straight out, you know. It's like start over, get another Game Boy.
It's alive.
That's like I said, it's the best part about anything is to bring these things back to life. You know, like all the kids have so much fun with these things back in the day, and it's almost like bringing back, you know, your childhood. You know. All right, so we're good there. So we're gonna flip her back over, and then we're gonna harvest this stuff out of here and put it into another shell. So the pads are all cleaned up. The speaker sounds pretty good to me. So we're gonna flip her over and double check, make sure I'm not missing anything. AB, pad, select. Okay, we're good.
All the buttons are accounted for.
Yeah. How many times I've done this without putting something in?
Game. Everybody saying game?
Game?
Game.
Yeah. The game's in here.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do like we did last broadcast. You told me, like, I think you're missing something. I was like, no, I'm not missing anything. I looked down there and I was like, oh, crap. I had to put it all back together again. I know what I'm doing. All right. Let's go put all these 100 screws back in. Because I don't have my screwdriver's not magnetized, so I'm going to stick these in like this.
Ah, gotcha.
Otherwise, I'm going to drop them behind it and have to take everything back off. So now there's still a 50% chance I'm going to do it with my fat fingers, anyways. And then when we do this, we're going to flip it back over and see how it looks with the buttons and everything. Shaky hands quit. Don't drop behind the screen, please don't drop. Very good. Now, I could magnetize. I got a magnetizing. I can magnetize these if I want to, but like I said, I choose not to on this.
By the way, an amazing Harry Potter shirt on display. Not a big deal, but a quick aside.
Alright. Looking good so far. I can't wait to put the amp on this bad boy too. I don't have time to do it today, but maybe we will do it in the future, don't worry. We'll screw it up live for y'all.
Get it bumping.
I'll probably blow the subwoofer out with this 2-watt amp. Shoot. Tingling little capacitor just tingled my finger. Remember, kids, they're alive.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the part I should have flipped it over, make sure I am not missing anything as I tighten in the last couple of screws.
How many did you say there was? There was like 9.
Yeah, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 9. You're gonna be the guy that counts my screws, make sure I'm not nothing left over, you know. All right, cool. So far, so good.
Nice.
That looks really good. That'll feel really good, really good. Oh yeah, that's gonna look cool. That's gonna look really cool, especially that screen on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Just hope it works. All right, I'm gonna set this aside. One of them almost looks original without the. Well, I mean, besides the buttons are not original, but all right. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this out. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 screws holding this in, and take your batteries out first. Otherwise, you have a little surprise. And I don't know if I'm actually gonna. I think I might actually have a backup set of these somewhere. Actually, I know I do because I took them out the original other ones a couple times. They're all sitting right here.
Mm-hmm.
So these have a little bit of corrosion on them, kind of oily, kind of corrosion looking stuff. So I'm going to take all these out. I'm going to pop some new ones in also. So I'm going to pop them in the new case right here. So it's going to look pretty cool. All right, so right here with the headphone out, there's 2 screws right here. And we're going to install our little mini amp on top of this next time also. And the wires go out to the sound stuff.
Never. Ask if I let you out of the dungeon if the repairs a success. Never.
Yeah. See, he only lets me go work. All right. Pull this straight up.
Ms. Campbell, multipass, thank you for the follow.
Alright, there you go.
Question, is the new case form molded or 3D printed?
It's original.
Original?
Yeah. Yeah, the only case that I screwed up originally was this one I bought off of mine. It was, I mean, it was not really right. It had some stuff broke up. But no, these are all original. All this stuff I have right now is original. If it wasn't original, I'll tell y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But this is stuff I took out. I took all the yellow out, and so yeah, it's all original. But I would like to buy like a black shell. They have DMG shells also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm sure those are press mold somehow somewhere. And I'm sure some people have them. Take the game out. Take the game out. That helps a bunch. Anyways.
Game.
Yeah. We got to talking. But yeah. Cool. So now's a good time to clean this crap up too while you're at it. So anyways, nothing that appears to be broke. Just some roaches, whatever. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually save this shell also. We're going to clean it up really good, and it'd be cool to keep Barney's name on here.
Yeah.
Just
keep Barney alive.
We're going to keep Barney alive. Now, if you are Barney watching, alright. So let's double check. Yeah, this looks halfway decent. So we're going to make this look like this eventually. But the only thing is missing is the serial number. This is actual original serial number.
Yeah.
This one's missing, so. So I'm going to set this aside. Going to set these aside. Try not to forget where they go. Have a hard time with that. Alright. This looks like it has pieces of styrofoam and hairs all in it, so we're gonna blow this out real fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now, you can clean the pins, but I don't have a. There's like the credit card method, you know. You slide like a little piece of I wouldn't recommend paper towels, but some other kind of material. They sell cartridges that you slide in and out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know that's cost money.
The deliciousness of air in a can. Yep.
Yeah. I think the act of Congress they get air in a can now, anyways. They ask you like 50 different questions. What are you using this for? Cool. Still halfway decent. Yeah, that's a tiny bit of corrosion on that. That's like that. You can slide these new pieces in, but the only thing you have to desolder is actually right here and here. If you actually want to replace these, but these look halfway decent. So I'm going to take a little alcohol and see if I can take a tiny bit of corrosion off. Look at that. I'm getting better at this. Man. If there's one thing I say I did today is I didn't spill alcohol for the third time.
For the third time, yeah. First and second, no, but that third time you avoided it.
I want to go home and be all proud and looking good. All right. Let's take a little of that crud off the side here. Now the sound pot didn't sound bad at all. It sounded smooth. It's on the actual other board, but contrast looked pretty good. But if you have a sound pot that kind of scratchy, whatever, you can take I have some stuff down here, but it's like contact cleaner, electrical contact cleaner, and you spray it and we'll rub it back and forth. It kind of clears it out sometimes. All right. So as you notice, this is missing the shell or whatever. So double check here. Actually, I have two sitting right here.
Put the clean battery ports in.
Yeah, we're gonna put some clean battery ports in. I got those clean battery ports. We're gonna put in also, but double check here. It's like Tetris all over again. Oh, upside down. All right, cool. We're good. All right, goes in just like that. And I'm gonna take these screws off actually, because I put dummy me.
There you go.
I said, you know what? I know where all these screws go. I'm gonna put them in a bag. Now I'm like, where'd these screws go? But I think originally most of the screws are all the same size for a couple. So I'll lay some of these out. Make sure they're not the tri-wing. No, they're good. All right, cool. Almost grabbed the hot soldering iron. Let me turn this bad boy off. All right. Yeah, that would have been game over for the day. Yeah, don't put screws on these top ports because that's where it mates up to with the other side.
It's going half, it's going.
Yeah, we're getting closer. Have a really nice clean Gameboy. Alright. That tri-wing, put that back in there, that's the case. Right. Drop behind case. Alright. Sweet. Coming along now. Looks almost like factory, almost brand new. It's pretty cool. So I do have some, like I said before, I do have some extra, but I have some battery terminals that I took out of 2 other cases that I made look immaculate like this. One was very yellow. I wish I would have took a picture of that. It was actually more yellow than this Gameboy. It was more yellow than that. So, but it needed a little more time. But I ran out of ingredients. But it's 10 times better than it was. That's for sure. You know, that's one thing I forgot to do. Is forgot to retro about one of these.
No, the back battery
cover,
panel.
Yeah. Now I just realized I forgot to do that. But that's all cool. All right. Double check. Make sure I follow this. I'm gonna get the pluses and the minuses right where they're supposed to go. Of course, there's labeled there, so you should know. So you can actually put them in like this if you wanted to, but just slide them right in. I say that. They're not sliding right in like I said they would. All right. That one worked perfectly. Alright, that slid in right nice. I'm gonna pull this tab. You can see that I'm gonna pull this tab up to.
Seems like delicate work. The battery port part.
So that battery port's in right here. The other ones, like I said, they slid in also, but it's. So I'm gonna put them in.
Yeah, it's about bedtime.
Yeah, about bedtime. Double check. Perfect. Almost. Got a little more to go. There you go. So we got the new battery terminals installed.
Nice.
Like I said, these are the simplest thing. If you get a Game Boy that has a bunch of corrosion on, just take it apart like I showed you. Whatever, just pop these out and put new ones in. Now, like I said, the only problem is that those are cool that you can easily replace, but if these are corroded, you're going to have to desolder them. And it's really simple, just 2 little ports right here.
Yeah.
Maybe more, but yeah, just take your time. It's not cool. Alright, so now we're going to put it back together. Remember, don't forget to put your battery switch thing on here. It happens all the time. Alright, cool. Alright, come on, buddy. You can do this. Alright, here we go.
Tiggy.
Yeah, it just slides right in.
Perfecto.
Nice, yeah, really nice. Very nice.
Power switch.
Power switch, here we go. Don't forget her. Son of a biscuit eater. Alright.
We got the screen part working on the Game Boy Advance. We just need to get a new shell for it.
Yeah.
So right now we're putting together, finishing up an original Game Boy.
Yep. Yeah, the shells, it looks pretty good, but I just want a different color. It's all scratched up.
Mm-hmm.
That let's see what I did. I can show them real fast. Oh, here we go again. It's been laid out right in front of me. See, look at this. This is messed up. Yeah, like you see, we got it all put back together, halfway decent. Like I said, you can see. See it?
Yep. We transferred the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's super bright. It's nice. You can play at nighttime now. So yeah, that's cool. But like I said, we're gonna redo this later. And we're gonna put an amp on that one too. We're gonna put amps in everything. We're gonna amp it all up. We're gonna play it loud. Alrighty.
Tetris, excellent choice. Yip yip.
Oh yeah. Now I got Tetris in my head. Alright, let's see how tiny these are. Alright, cool. Yeah, there's little small ones go on the little soundboard here. Boy, we're really close now. It's getting here. This actually is gonna look good too. This will change, huh?
Something actually went right.
Yeah. The Game Boy Advance was a little sketchy at first, and I was like, oh, here we go.
Excellent screw technique.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't watch the last video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Looking good. Looking good. Looking really good. I'm gonna double check something here. Alright, cool.
All good?
Yeah, I was double checking. I wasn't gonna put screws back in the wrong spot. Oh, they're gonna go back to where they're supposed to. Alright.
And then putting the ribbon back in.
Yep. I'm gonna clean this up one more time. I got one little spot on there. Alright.
There you go, squeaky
yeah.
clean.
Like that. That means I probably just pushed all the contacts off. That's where the lines are whirling now. Alright. Now, if it does have lines, I'm not worried about it. Everything's good, and we'll just have to work on it some more. But I got plenty more laying here that we can transfer if we wanted to. But the point is that we did it live, and it worked, and it's looking really good right now. It looks really good. So let's go ahead and put this together. I'm sure there's an easier way people do this.
Those are new buttons, yes.
Brand new buttons.
Brand new white buttons,
Yeah,
yep.
white buttons. the all the rest of them we're gonna put together. No, I wouldn't say all of them, but we are gonna put one back completely original. I have to do this so I can see that was sticking out over there. Okay, cool. Yeah, I couldn't see with the angle here.
Yeah, those buttons come in all sorts of colors, right?
Oh yeah, any color you want, basically. Yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of sites that sell them, so.
And you get the power button in there.
Power button's in there. I'm gonna bend this screen down a little bit. Screen cable. And everything should start working. Cool. Nice. I'm gonna put like 2 screws in there just to hold it down, and we're gonna test that again. I'm thinking about do everything right. Make sure buttons in there, battery things are in there. Alright, cool.
Yeah, I think we're good.
There's one trial wing right here. Losing my mind. Hey, you don't ever do that. Alright. I'll put a couple more in there. Oh, that's the game meeting. That's the game. Put those aside. Yeah, there's some more. Right, a few more. I'll be so unhappy if I like want power on or
You appreciate how everything is hand tooled on this program? Yeah.
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 Yeah, totally.
Like men.
Cool.
Batteries?
Yeah, after I get 2 more of these screws in.
Oh, 2 more screws, okay.
Has to be you. Yep. It has to be. Alright, cool. Well, these screws look brand new too. Don't know if I bought brand new ones, but why would I want to buy trial wings again, you know? Nice. So let's put the batteries in and see if it actually works. Then we're gonna put the screen thing back on. Let's go this one again. I always do that. I just have it.
Give it the ghost.
Yeah. If it doesn't work, this looks good. I mean, put it on this way, that's all, you know.
It's a nice display piece. Just leave it sitting there on the coffee table.
Yeah, leave some batteries in it and make it fun.
Yep. Hey. Bling.
Yeah, looks good. Let's see if it actually plays. Oh yeah.
Handles good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's awesome. All right, cool. All right, well let's put the screen on, and that should be it
Awesome.
for this one. And this looks really nice. I like it. It looks. I always love the white combo, but
Yeah.
like that. But like I said, if somebody doesn't like it or whatever, we can always put the original ones back in. It's not a big deal. Make sure it's gonna work. Oh yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Clean as a whistle.
Yep. You know what? Let me just one more time run over this with make sure that I don't have any debris on there, because I don't want this thing popping back out again. One more time to screw up. Cool. No, that looks good. I'll let it dry for a second here. Yeah, just let it sit here for a second. But yeah, I'm happy with this. It looks really
Nice.
cool. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Looks real good.
Looks really good. Everything's tight. All the screws look brand new. Like I said, the only thing I haven't tested is that 6 volt, whatever. So eventually we'll get one of those to double check, make sure that actually works, make sure that there's no other problem. But man, this thing is like super responsive.
Hold up the front to the camera.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
thing is super responsive. I was happy to show it myself.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, yeah, look at this. I forgot about this. You know, it's just a bonus. Yeah, they're super. Oh, that's nice. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome. All right, we're gonna put the little screen on. And this is probably when I put it upside down. Put it on backwards. And I'm gonna tell you I'm not good with stickers. Here it goes.
Can't remember. Were the Game Boy Colors backlit?
No,
No, I didn't think so. Yeah.
not even the advance. I just took the screen off of. It wasn't until the SP. Well, and actually, take it back. No, Pocket had a light version also that was actually front lit or backlit. They had a couple of limited releases that had lights on Nintendo official releases that have backlights or front lights, but it wasn't really until the SP until they really got serious about it. But there was a few little models that came out in between. I think you can type it in Game Boy Pocket Light. Type that in, look at that real fast, and I'll show you. It was like a little tiny backlit screen. Hard to find unless you have money.
Mm.
So I'm not going to pull this sticker off until after we do this real fast. So I think it's called like Game Boy Light or it was either Game Boy Light or Game Boy Pocket Light. And light really standing for light, like front lit or backlit. I think it's front lit. Let me look it up while you're doing that. And while we're fixing to reveal this screen here in a second, so hang in there. Good heavens, it's already 9:22.
Yeah, we've been working.
It's past his old person's bedtime now.
One of those. A couple different things. Spawn wave. Back backlight mod. Yeah. Bunch of interesting things.
Yeah, it is a Nintendo Game Boy Light.
So how's she look?
We're about to find out. Here we go. So we're gonna pull this little screen off. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So there she is.
Beautiful.
Very nice. Very, very nice. What's the line up here now? It's a little.
You good?
Looks really nice. Oh yeah.
Ooh, feel glorious. Yep.
Of course, I can still see the smudges on the back screen, so. But it's nothing to do with this front screen. But eventually, I want to take it back apart and clean this screen off because. Cool. Well, the only other thing is, like I said, I see at an angle. You can kind of see the little swirl marks I did with the Q-tips. I'm not happy with that, but I will eventually take it back apart, and because I want to kind of do an experiment anyways. I want to set these aside and see if when I turn them back on for like let's say a week and see if the lines reappear anyways. So I'm not really done with these yet, but we're going to. But boy, that does look nice. It looks really sleek and it looks really good. So yeah, this took a long time, but we did complete this. I do have the battery covers, but they're kind of grungy right now. I didn't think about cleaning those. This one looks pretty cool. Yeah. Let's put that in the back. Yeah, you can tell the difference in colors. It's like all like clean and nice, like a little bit of a yellowish kind of, So I'll definitely get that cleaned up. But man, it looks nice. That's what we need, a little like rotating stand.
Yeah. Like QVC.
Yeah. Look what we've done.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. So we'll set this aside somewhere safe.
Take some pictures of it and put it up on our Twitter and Discord.
Yeah. Yeah, and my other modded one looks exactly like this, but the backlight screen's in it.
Nice.
So that's why I want to go like this. I want to do one kind of halfway modded, but yeah. So like I said, in the future, we're probably going to put an amp in here and get that little speaker pumping for more than it is now. I'm not going to worry about doing anything else to the screen. Let's say 1,000 lines again. So we're good with this one. So we got that complete, and let's set this aside. And like I said earlier, we made a lot of progress on this one. Like I said, new shell. I don't know what color I'm going to pick, but yeah.
To get the screen transferred.
Yeah, from the SP. So I harvested the screen from the SP Gameboy AGS 101 SP. So yeah, but I love that screen. That's awesome. But yeah. All right. Well, that's all I have right now. But I will keep you updated. I'll let you know when I order a new shell and whatever. But I think for next week. Oh boy, we got a lot of stuff on this table. I guess we can put together 2 more Game Boys and put the shells back on and then complete them again. We'll have my list 3 good Game Boys.
Yep.
We can do that. What else I got? Game Gears. I guess I can do Game Gears live. That's gonna be it's gonna be a little harder angle, but I can show you generally what to do.
Yeah.
Like I said, it does take some soldering skills, and it might be more than I can do. I don't know for sure yet, but we're about to find out. So maybe we'll start an amp. I don't know. We'll have to see. This was about 3 hours, so it's not bad. So ADD, I hear people.
Okay,
all right, cool. So anyways, that's all I have.
All right, guys. Well, thank you all for hanging out for Retro Restoration. We will see you all next week.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you all so much.
Let's get some tunes.
Yeah, about to say, good laughs.
Good laughs. All right, everybody. See you next week. Have a good one.
See ya.